Liam, like McDavid and Draisaitl, there's no concerns with those two. They will get theirs. They will make a positive impact on a nightly basis. It's just those other guys.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I guess with the logic behind putting Nuge, Kane, and Hyman together, then you may as well play Dehane 30 minutes tonight to get the rust out of him, too. It's just like,
Oh
what?
boy.
That's not going to work, I don't think. So, yeah, I'm not concerned at all about Draisaitl and McDavid. Like, I think they can carry it on their own, right? I mean, Draisaitl's played with Nuge and Yamamoto most this playoffs, and what, they have 1 goal combined. So, yeah, I'm not concerned about that. It's just the other guys. Like, they got to figure it out, especially Nugent-Hopkins. Like, he's the one that's
Yeah.
worrying. At least Kane and Hyman have scored goals at key times for this team and had a game where they've been a major contributor. But, yeah, the Nuge has got to find it. And I don't know how you do that right now. I know it feels like a lifetime because that's what the playoffs feel like. But it's only been 7 games of this little slump he's been in. So hopefully he can kind of start getting some traction here soon before it's too late.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point, right? Like, it is the playoffs, and every game is under such a big microscope that a 7-game slump, man, if this was coming in February, we would have been like, hey, Nuge was on a heater for the first half of the year. Like, he was due to cool down eventually. And he really was, when you look at the shooting percentage, both his own personal and on ice, he was due to slow down at one point. This is just him really slowing down. The dip is probably a little bit greater than we thought, but that's a good point, Liam. Like, it has been only 7 games. If he were to go out tomorrow night and pop home 2 goals this series with 4 goals, then we're sitting there and we're not questioning Nuge at all. But for right now, and I know Cameron asked the question, is it just a confidence thing? I mean, Nuge is a vet, right? He has been around for a while. I would hope it's not just him losing his confidence and suddenly becoming this ineffective. I don't think he's hurt. I don't think it's anything like that. He's just flat out struggling. He's got to dig deep a little bit.
Yeah, he's just kind of, yeah, I don't know what it is about him. You just don't notice him as much as you did, right? Even on the power play, he's not getting looks and all that kind of stuff. So maybe the Oilers, actually, maybe they don't. Like, it sounds weird to say, right? Because the power play is so good. I was going to say maybe they need to adjust the power play to get him involved a little bit. But why should they, quite frankly? Like, why is it at 58% now? Like, you got to kind of keep it as it is. But yeah, Nuge has got to find a way. Maybe just shoot from everywhere until something goes in, right?
Yep. Quaddy says, ready for 97 to explode. Question, when? Could be any game, right? I mean, he's got a couple, I think, 3-point nights already under his belt so far in the playoffs. He had that 2-goal game in LA, which was ultimately, I know, a in game 3 against LA. But again, it's any game he can absolutely take over. And I felt like last game he had some good rushes. I felt like game 6 against LA, he actually played pretty well. He's putting together good games. Eventually the shots will start going in. Like, he was not afraid to rip the pill last game at all, Liam.
No,
What did he finish with?
I actually thought he was pretty effective last game and had his
Yeah.
moments in there, like you said, where he was attacking directly and getting past Vegas defensemen. I mean, sure, I think we will see that game from him where he kind of goes off a little bit, but again, he's averaging over 2 points a game in the playoffs, right? Or close to. So he's still playing pretty well. I mean, a 4-point game would be nice if he could follow that up from Draisaitl, but yeah, I think we are seeing McDavid. We are kind of seeing him slip back into like not taking like good chances though too. I know you said he's been shooting the puck, but there was a couple of times still whereas I still would like you to shoot that over passing it, but overall, he's still been the second best player on this team, which is
Yep.
wild too.
Someone was talking about the passes the Oilers are making. Yeah, I mean, it was noticeable in game 1 of this series how much they struggled to complete a pass. Like, plays that went for icing that really, really shouldn't have. Pucks that are just getting thrown in guys' feet, even though you're 10, 12 feet away. Like, it's just too many play-killing plays they made, right? Like, moments where it's like, okay, you're moving the puck up the ice, and okay, you're offside, and the puck's in your feet, and you tried to get it deep, but you just turned it right over the defenseman. Like, just dumb kind of mistakes they made last game that we didn't see this team make down the stretch. We saw it a little bit against the LA Kings, and I thought maybe it was just them, dipping their toes into the playoff hockey pool a little bit. But now that it's gone on 7 games, like, again, we haven't seen the Oilers have their A-plus game for a full 60 minutes once in this playoff run yet.